Today I'm in front of one of the two largest buildings in Sulmona. Sulmona has a patron, San Panfilo, and the cathedral on my back is titled to his patron, a bishop who lived during the 8th century AD and has been buried here. According to the tradition, we are in a place where originally during Roman age there was a Roman temple and then later a Christian cemetery. Located outside the original medieval city walls, the cathedral started to be built during 1095, during the very end of 11th century. Today the cathedral is a spectacular example of so many different stratification. The best architecture here on my bag is the great Gothic portal. Inside it's possible to admire the Barocco interior and then one of the largest crypts inside. The crypt of San Panfilo is one of the largest in Abruzzo. Let's discover together. The great Gothic portal is representing one of the most flourishing period for the town of Sulmona. Here is possible to understand how so many artistic schools came into the town, and here it's possible to admire the beautiful two Gothic niches protecting the two statues of the two main saints, Pellino and Panfilo, and here the beautiful sculptured decoration into the capitals of the columns. Absolutely so interesting is the frescoes located in the upper part of the porta, the lunette, that is a great work of art of Gothic painting style with a deposition iconography. The place, the square of the cathedral, is also the great location for the beginning of the spectacular historical procession of Giostra Cavalleresca di Sulmona. The very ancient town of Sulmona had such a very powerful economies, even because minted coins, the production of coins and its own economy produced a very powerful and rich markets and merchants. In the Giostra Cavalleresca di Sulmona it's possible to admire the reproduction of the ancient medieval merchants, markets and craft. So along this promenade it's possible to admire these great works of art made by people, local people. Enjoy. Water, the element of consecration and purification. In the etymology of Sulmona, sulmo, that means land of water. I'm now in the very center of historical center, inside of the medieval city walls, in front of one of the most suggestive and largest buildings into the town, that is the complex of Santissima Annunziata. The complex is formed basically by three main constructions. The first, commissioned by Confraternita of Compenitenti in 1320, is related to the church. The church is today the final result of so many renovation and restoration because of the two terrible shocks that affected this land during 1400 and 1700. Then the second largest section is formed by the palace, a great example of a public construction. The palace is representing, of course, the headquarters of the main city walls during Middle Ages, and here is represented by the great architecture of Porta dell'Orologio, the clock gate, in a majestic sculptured Gothic architecture. Absolutely important to mention is the third section of the complex, that is the beautiful bell tower that, according to the tradition, with its 65 meters of height, is the tallest towers in Abruzzo region. According to the tradition, the 20th March of 43 BC, one of the most famous ancient Latin poet was born in Sulmona, Ovidio Nasone. Ovidio Nasone that inspired the medieval literature of Dante Alighieri, Petrarca, Boccaccio and Ariosto. He was part of one of the most honorable and exclusive families, Order of Knights, a military order that recognized the most important knighthood of Roman age. So Ovidio was born here in Sulmona. the great experience of the historical procession of Giostra Cavalleresca di Sulmona is really a great journey into the Middle Ages of the town. At the end of Corso Video and crossing the city center, we arrive at Piazza Maggiore, what is the main place of the Giostra, of the horse riding. Here, with no doubt, you will recognize this place with the extraordinary architecture of the aqueduct, one of the most interesting medieval aqueduct that is still working and commissioned by a very famous person, the Emperor Frederick II. Here we are in front of a great water engineering of the half of 1200, and it's possible here to start to breathe the excitement of the horse riding. So the Piazza Maggiore arrived to be a great arena surrounded by the majestic mountains of Appennini in Abruzzo. So let's experience this great journey of Middle Ages.